Sabre for Nimdia Studio B and Wasugo Awuti Sabre and Sama Editi my Ghana and Yebe Pense mu Ede Ama Etiefo Sabre yen Semeno Yemonga and Semno Emo.
And I think that the best forum and the best authority to resolve the political tussle is the Supreme Court of Ghana, giving a true and proper interpretation of Article 97, 1G and H as is their mandate. Thank you.
Speakers were instructing the lawyers, say Omon share if they can also set aside the decision of the Supreme Court.
In fact, that was the indication we have been getting since yesterday.
Okay.
As of 3 p.m. yesterday, we had an indication that lawyers of the Speaker were at the registry at the Supreme Court trying to file. And then at some point, they were asked to stop by the Speaker himself that they should not file.
Okay.
In fact, this morning as well, an NDC MP, in fact, Dr. Dominic Ayine told the Sister Media House that lawyers for the Speaker, Thaddeus Sori and his firm, were at the Supreme Court trying to file to stay the execution of that order of the Supreme Court. And they were trying to get that done.
Okay.
But we can confirm that as of now, no process has been filed by the Speaker or his lawyers.
Okay.
It will mean that the 7 days the Supreme Court gave them to file their statement of case
in relation to
substantive matter is counting up until Thursday. Then that will kick in, and then next week they would have to file the memorandum of issues, and then the case will have to be dealt with. But as of now, we can confirm, say, Speaker and the lawyers ain't filing any application in court. They have not filed any process at all as regards to the order that the court made.
Okay, and meaning, say, if they don't file any such processor, and also would be an acknowledgement of the order from the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Wow, that's really interesting. As we speak, no, after the bills and LIs are buying business a bit suffer from this. What do we know?
Starting with the LI, the Supreme Court were hoping to lay an LI. It will guard the adjudication of presidential and parliamentary petitions.
Okay.
And we know that when it comes to LI, they would have to go through 21
sitting days.
As we speak, it's almost looking uncertain. Unless Parliament decides when they come back, whatever time they come back, to do a lot of sacrifice and sit to get that LI to mature. So there is that. There's another LI that the Electoral Commission wanted to also lay as regards to the 7th December election.
Yes.
That is also now on ice. When you come to bills, there's the free SHS bill. There is the EPA bill, a very key in terms of the IMF conditionality that was set for us. That has been reaffirmed several times by the majority leadership. Then there is the matter of LI 2462 or Mampinika said revoked. And we expected that it would be revoked last week.
The amount for acquiring mining in forest reserves.
Yes. They wanted to revoke it, but the whole of last week there was a lot of political issues. That LI did never come up to the floor, even though the AG had written to the Clerk of Parliament said the LI was ready and they were ready to do business, but it wasn't late. The expectation was that this week they would do something on it. That is also not going to happen because of the current suspension of the House. So when you look at some of those bills, those are the key ones.
Yes.
But there's also $250 million.
$250 million.
That is the Ghana Financial Stability Project. $250 million. That is also on ice. There's also the amount of about $350 million worth of tax waivers, and also is currently on ice. That is also not being dealt with. And in fact, the majority side have been trying to get that through. But because they have not even gotten some of their members to support it, that is why they have been struggling. That is also on ice. And then finally, the matter of the Supreme Court nominees, 2 of them who were nominated by the president. The appointment committee have vetted them. The report, we understand, is ready. But because of this, the report has not even been laid. And then finally, the vote on appropriation. The budget for 2024, just the first quarter of next year, so that when the substantive budget. But for the first quarter, the finance minister, Dr. Mohamed Amin Adam, was expected to come at the start of November to present a budget, the vote on a vote in lieu of appropriation for 2025 first quarter. But given what we have now, that is also suspect. And there are concerns that if you don't deal with this as soon as possible, you can have a government shutdown. If you don't deal with this and you go for election, you perhaps have to come back after election and all that. So Obi, they could see what
me tete and Benghazi for pictures me no na me dia send no eguso. These are pictures are akọ viral on social media. At the time we were getting ready to start the show, apparently the member of parliament for Aguna West constituency, picture
yes.
yeah, making rounds. What's the story behind picture way?
In fact, the information some people are telling us is
Yes.
that Cynthia Morrison may have withdrawn a candidate as an independent candidate, but we don't have confirmation.
You need
yet.
confirmation.
We tried to get the majority leadership to get us some information. They would not allow us. But Cynthia Morrison was in parliament. No majority office. In fact, Peter Yechegu was social media. That is the majority leader.
Where Afenyomark in office, no.
Yes. And that is where he met, he spoke with Kennedy Japan and other persons.
Yeah.
They tried to have some back and forth on that. And so that is the information we are getting. But we have no confirmation yet.
But that confirmation will come when she sent an official letter
notification
to the Electoral Commission. So I withdraw the decision. But if these pictures are anything to go by, it's been a while we saw her in such hearty moment with the colleagues in Parliament, especially the majority leader and Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Ejapon. In the picture, you see Eugene Boachi entry, Kennedy Ejapon, Afenyomark, lady no okay. Obani former MP. Me say former Kumasi Mayor, Mama Patricia PJ, ewo na bema no gyina say ne yehwan ono nso ewo mi nti oba wo be hu omu nyina omo ne Cynthia Morrison etwa picture. What it means we don't know. The yetete though and say we withdraw the decision to want to go as an independent candidate. But I said the prima facie evidence, I bet you say indeed that decision has been made. A letter or betro the Electoral Commission of Ghana. And the train said in Yoma ABC Ako very, very, very interesting development in Ghana's parliament. The whole of today. That's a snap of what has happened. And Kwesi Botwe says, Senior Obi, please tell Kwekwa Sante I say he is a solid guy, sharp guy. Kwesi Botwe Jr. Esquire Edase. And Kwekwa Sante, some real good, endorsement for you there. Intimate also say, and we are also yet to confirm, but Dominic, I'm hearing says Suhumun so. And share some news will be free to whom constituency as and when we get it, we'll put it out. Na amount for who said in Yoma is that I could see saying a wrap of what has happened in Parliament. I'm told say Nip MP are not she blue ne a chance MP no Honorable Ahinkra no Kofi Mafu Honorable Kofi Mafu and ne phony na okawana wo no eho intime pacho so wa adwencha
democracy we have in West Africa.
Nigeria a bit.
Well, the most stable. Ghana is the most stable. And I love my country. I wouldn't want anybody to call me and say Afenyo Markin Antine Kokwache or get home and my wife will ask her, honey, I didn't win yabutre. I wouldn't want to do that. Me yeah. And MPP ni bia nyiwa onyi obiru kwakwache ho me wo me go anopa me to parliament me do chamber na mu hu de sebi NDC fo we begu ya right wa ma to akatina
we go right of speaker.
The right of speaker wa akatina me go da madam hu zin matina was soldier fo biru soldier fo ka den ho soldier yin bia nyiwa
governs agboja say why you the soldier for about
no wa ka den soldier yin bia na soldier no okay obo protect army and oko protect Onu Kwame Abuja. It's all part of their political system. Look, we won't fall into any of their traps. So, Yaboko election. Chairman, Mbedu Nkran. Aumechi Nunu. Me campaign to 3 a.m. I slept for just an hour. Woke up, sat in the car, got in at 5. And now, Meda Kakra, I had 2 hours Kakra. Anope. Namaswaya na Mabo studio ha. Ewi abisu me ko winiba. Me kay adwuma. My campaign to assume me wi amada kakra. Na me time where campaign won twuma so. The man make catch all the parliamentary candidates. Campaign. Abana ye win ewie.